Alright, I'm going to show y'all how to hook up a light bar today. I ain't going to go into too much detail because I don't want the video to be too long. You don't need too many tools. This is just a little night light bar. I'll leave a link in the description for that. I already got it mounted, I just haven't wired it up yet. I didn't want to drill holes in my rack, so I just got it zip tied on there for now. But it's pretty sturdy, so I'll show you what you need. And a screwdriver, crimpers, strippers, wires, and some geese in the background to annoy you. Switch, fuse, and a couple ring terminals for the battery, electrical tape, and your light bar, of course. Now I think I'm going to put the switch on top of this dash or handlebar cover. I think there should be plenty of room, and you got a wire hook in there so I can run it all up and make it look neat. I didn't want to drill holes anywhere else, so I'm probably just going to do it on top here, or if I have room I might do it right here. Don't know yet, but you want to go and take all your plastics off, just the middle part, the seat, this back cover here, so you can get to the battery, run all your wires. So you take all that off. Now I have another video how to change the oil and stuff, so I'm not going to show me taking this off, because if you want to see that, how to take this off and how to put it back on, you can go to my other video and see how I did it. So I'm going to take all this off and then we'll get into it. I'm going to run a wire from this positive up to where the switch is going to go, and then from the switch to the battery. And this black wire I'm just going to run to the battery also. I'm going to try to get it in here in this little crevice right here and run it kind of up through here a little bit. I don't know if you can see, up to where the handlebars are, so I can hook it up to the switch. And then the other wire, the rest of the wire is going to run along here, the frame where all the other ones are ran. And then I'm just going to run them all to the battery. After I hook it all up, I'll show y'all exactly how I routed it, because I might change it, don't know yet. Alright, I got my 1/2-inch hole drilled. Go ahead and put the switch in. The little switch comes with a little nut. Everything goes inside the hole, and then once you got it through, you twist the nut on, and then you have your connection. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, we got our switch on there. It's kind of a weird spot, but there wasn't much room in here. There's your connections. So like I said, we're gonna run one wire from here underneath the little hood to the front to the light bar, and then from here I'm just gonna follow my speaker wire back to the battery. But I'm gonna first get this wire ran to the light bar, and then we'll pick up from there. All right, I got the wires ran. You can see up in here. Here's our switch back in there. Obviously I got that one wire, one of the light bar came down through here. I'm gonna zip tie it up to get it away from the radiator, and then it just comes out the front right here. I changed my mind. I'm just gonna run a black wire from the light bar to a ground on the frame somewhere, so I don't have to run a bunch of wire to the back. And then the other wire comes down here, down this little channel next to the gas tank lid, and I just run it along. A couple zip ties here and there, and it just runs to the back to the battery. So we're gonna hook that up. I got a fuse tap, which we're gonna put that on too. Here's a fuse tap. I already got one of them ring terminal connectors on it. We're gonna connect that to the positive side of the battery, and then splice the other end to the wire coming from our switch, and that'll be done. And then we're going to hook up the ground. All right, now we got the fuse tap installed, so positive's all hooked up. Now we just got to do the ground, but now we got a nice little fuse we could replace if it decided to burn out. It's better to have a fuse on here anyways. But that's done. I should put a little dielectric grease in there. All right, we got the ground hooked up. I just ran it to that one of the mounts for the rack here. I was gonna run it to that bolt right there. I took it out. Believe it or not, that bolt was stripped from the factory. Couldn't believe that. So I just ran it back in there. But it's all good now. Obviously, I'll show what it looks like at night, but only thing left to do is put the plastics back on the seat. It's ready to rock. Alright, here's a nighttime view. I'm gonna turn on the headlights first. Sorry about the fan. Can't help that right now. Let that focus. That's the low beams. I also have LED bulbs in the headlights. I'll link those in the description too, but you know, they're alright. They look better on the phone, but in person they're really not too bright. Then you got your high beams, which they're decent. Okay, you turn those off, and then you got the light bar. It's not too bad. It's decently bright. Not as bright as I'd want it to be, but it's plenty for me. And then when you add the high beams on top of it, that's pretty bright, man. You can see way down there. At least the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. That's good enough for me. Easy little install, cheap. If you like the video, please like, comment. If you got any questions, just ask. I'll be sure to answer them. No problem whatsoever. I'm gonna link all the stuff in the description. So now this kit, this light bar right here, I got given to me. So I only got one of them, but the kits I look up online, it comes with two. But for two of these 10-inch light bars, it's like 50 bucks. That's not bad at all. I've got an owl over there, but that's about it for this video, so I hope you enjoyed it.